Now, the last rule for pronoun agreement is relative pronouns. In case of relative pronouns, what do we do? So, relative pronouns, you all are aware now, who, whom, whose, which, that. They must match their antecedents in number and type. Type is like person, thing, or possession. So, usually for people, we use who and whom. For things, which. For people and things, whose and that, both. Okay, and whose, again, belongingness. Now, there is a confusion about who versus whom. When to use who, when to use whom. So, there is a hack, or you can say a way to know who, use who when it precedes a verb. So, before the verb, it's going to be who. And use whom when it follows a preposition. So, after a preposition, it's going to be whom. Now, let's see the examples. Okay, who and whom first. People who exercise, verb, and preceding the verb is who. Okay, regularly tend to be healthy. Now you see here, this is our relative clause, and relative clause, as you know, clause itself has a subject and verb of its own. So this is your subject, this is your verb, and so antecedent is who. What is this who referring back to? It's people. So what are we talking about? People. Who are we talking about? It's people. Now next one is, wait a second. Yes. My best friend is the person with whom I go shopping. Now with whom, preposition, and then afterwards whom, and again used for people only. Do you remember? But when to use? After a preposition whom and before the before the verb who. So now what's going to be the antecedent? My best friend is the person with whom I go shopping. So with whom I'm going, that's going to be my antecedent. So whom is your pronoun used for the antecedent person. Clear? Next one is a thing. For thing, I've written either you use whose or that. Okay, the book that is on the table is dusty. So that is talking about the book. So the book is your antecedent and pronoun is that. Any confusion? I hope not. Let's see more examples. The company whose profits increased last year is expanding. Now we are talking about the company. And the pronoun which we are using, whose. So this whose is used for the antecedent company. Clear? Next is Robert only trusts Ned. Who is Robert's neighbor? Again, we are talking about Ned. Who is Robert's neighbor? So who is your pronoun used for Ned? So antecedent is Ned and relative pronoun is who. I hope now you are clear with all the pronoun agreement cases and specifically relative pronoun. Now we'll move to some examples, solved examples, the questions actually.